At this point in time, we know that the vaccine will be eventually distributed. We know that it will require refrigeration, which will require hazardous materials or dangerous goods to be packaged with the vaccines themselves. What we don't yet know is what type of regulatory relief might be available to shippers and carriers of these shipments. The way that this usually works is that the government issues what's called a special permit. It used to be called an exemption, but it's the authority to do something different than that which is outlined in the regulations. So for example, the government could issue a special permit that might exempt people from certain regulatory requirements. In exchange for that special permit, however, you must comply completely and absolutely with the terms of that authorization. So what shippers will have to do is they will have to read the special permit, determine the applicability of it, and follow everything in there to the letter. One of the hazard communication requirements in a special permit usually is to mark the special permit number on every single package, and also to include that number on the documentation, or actually include the special permit itself, a copy of it, attached to the documentation. The job for logistics professionals is actually just starting. If you think about the consequences of distribution of these vaccines, number one, they have to be kept at an extremely cold temperature, which is going to require chain of custody. It's going to require documentation to make sure that the temperatures aren't exceeded in transportation, so that quality control measures are adhered to. It's going to require international distribution on an unprecedented scale by all modes of transportation, not the least of which is going to be air transportation. And if you think about the conditions you might encounter during air transportation, which might be super hot temperatures, super cold temperatures, vibration, pressure changes. So there are many things that have to be taken into consideration in order to do this effectively and safely.